I wear tights.
How did this guy go from a professional speed skater to a professional baseball player? There have been a number of two-sport MLB players who played football, basketball, and even bowling, but never speed skating. This is the craziest two-sport athlete you've probably never heard of. His name is Eddy Alvarez, and he grew up in Miami, Florida with Cuban immigrant parents. At age 5 for Christmas, he got his first pair of inline skates. Inline skating is basically skating, but instead of blades, you have wheels, and Eddy started off skating on the streets of South Beach. He wanted to go to the Olympics one day, but there was no inline skating at the Olympics. He was doing so well at inline at age 7, recruiters encouraged him to join speed skating, so he transferred to the ice and started speed skating. Growing up in Miami, baseball was very popular, and being a speed skater was unheard of. His older brother played baseball and made fun of Eddy almost every day for speed skating. He wanted Eddy to quit and just play baseball. But as a kid, he had a goal of being an Olympic skater and an MLB player. And since speed skating wasn't a big thing in Miami, he and his family would have to travel long distances to more northern states to compete. And at a young age, he was racing people much older than him, eventually earning the nickname Eddy the Jet. And at age 11, he won national titles for speed skating. Growing up, his hero was Apollo Ano, an American speed skater who won a gold medal in the 2006 Olympics. However, in high school, Eddy quit speed skating to focus on his other passion, baseball. He was doing well in high school baseball and had scholarship offers to play in college, but instead he chose to go back to speed skating. In 2008 and 2009, Eddy went to the World Juniors for speed skating, and in 2009, he won gold. In 2010, at age 20, he was hoping on making the US Olympic team, but he got a stomach virus and he wasn't able to go. He was having knee injuries too, and in 2011, he went back to playing baseball, hoping to take the pressure off his knees, and he played for a community college in Salt Lake City. But playing baseball didn't make his knees feel any better, and in 2012, he had surgery on both knees. He couldn't walk for almost a month, and the doctor told him he may never skate again. Eddy wanted to quit, but his dad encouraged him not to give up on his Olympic dream. Eventually he went back to speed skating, but he struggled with his training due to his surgery. But he refused to quit, and after a long recovery, he went back to competitive speed skating. Entering an Olympic year in the 2013-14 season, he wanted to make the team. That season, he won 3 World Cup medals and made the 2014 USA Olympic team, but he still wanted to win an Olympic medal. At the Olympics, he was in 4 distances. First, the 500 meter. He fell. Then the 1,000 meter. He fell again. Next, the 1,500 meter. He got disqualified. He had one last shot to achieve his dream of winning an Olympic medal, the 5,000 meter relay. But first there's the semifinal, where the top 2 teams advanced to the A final. The race started, US was in second, but then Eddy and a Korean skater made contact and the 2 fell. And just like that, Eddy's dream of an Olympic medal was over. Until the officials gathered at the end of the race to review the crash, and they noticed the Korean skater's hand on Eddy's blade, causing him to fall. So USA was advanced to the A final. But still, winning a medal in this race would be no easy task, since starting the race for the hometown team Russia was Victor Ahn, who already won a medal in every distance. And there are also 3 other strong teams in the race: China, Netherlands, and Kazakhstan, with USA in the worst starting position in lane 5. To top it off, Eddy's childhood hero, Apollo Ano, was also watching. The pressure was on, but regardless, it was time to race.
Ready.
The race started with a crash in the first corner, but this time, Eddy was able to dodge it. Russia had the lead, followed by the US, until 15 laps to go, the US took the lead, while being chased down by the other teams. 8 laps to go, Russia closed the gap and took back the lead. US was coming around the final corner and won silver. Eddy retired after that season, switching his focus to baseball. The same year in 2014, Eddy entered the MLB draft, but nobody drafted him. However, after the draft, there was still interest in Eddy, as he got a minor league contract with the White Sox. However, Eddy was just starting off his minor league journey at age 24, and it was still a long shot that he could even make it to the MLB, since age 24 is when most players get called up. But the odds have been against him his entire life, so this wasn't going to stop him. In 2015, in A-level ball, he stole 53 bases, and Eddy gives credit to speed skating for having a good lower body strength and balance. And over a few years, he was able to make it from the rookie league to AAA, one level away from the MLB. His older brother played as high as AAA, but Eddy didn't want to stop there. In 2019, Eddy was traded to his hometown organization, the Miami Marlins. That year in AAA, he had the best season of his life. With things looking up for Eddy entering the 2020 season, a certain virus hit and the world shut down, throwing the minor league season out the window. Hi there, I'm the guy talking. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe. So with no minor league season, Eddy's only shot at playing baseball in 2020 was in the big leagues. The MLB season eventually started in late July, and at age 30, Eddy still hadn't been called up yet. And the Marlins were off to a hot start that season, so would they even need Eddy? Then, about 2 weeks into the season, Eddy got a call. It was the Marlins. They told him he got promoted to the MLB. And Eddy lost his mind. He was too excited to just call his parents. He wanted to tell them in person. So he drove over an hour and a half to shout outside his parents' house that he got promoted. And about a month into the season, he hit his first major league home run. But the next year, he had a chance at making history again. In 2021, he made the Olympic baseball team, and he had a chance to become the 6th ever athlete in the world to win a medal at the Winter and Summer Olympics. That year, he was also the flag bearer for USA. The team was doing well, but in order for him to secure a medal, they had to beat South Korea in the semifinals. It would be tough because that game Korea had a young, talented KBO pitcher on the mound. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, in a close 2-1 game for USA, a single is hit to left field to score MLB legend Todd Frazier. Another run is scored, and then Eddy is up to bat. He hits a ground-out RBI to extend the lead, helping USA to advance to the finals, winning a silver medal. But man, imagine doing a sport as weird as speed skating. This was a lot funnier in my head. Click here to see another two-sport athlete.
Short track speed skater.